Right, I'm streaming. Hold on. Got it going. Okay, Terry.
Hello, hello, it's Rangers Radio. Hello, hello, this is the phone-in show. We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls from the bands. Hello, hello, it's Rangers Radio. Hello, hello, this is the phone-in show. We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls about the Jazz.
Well, good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Oxshare, as my mucker Bridge. Afternoon, Bridge. I believe
Good afternoon,
you've got the
Oxshare.
team with some interesting news.
Okay, I'll give you the team. The team is McLaughlin in goals, Tavernier, Golson, Helander and Barisic at the four across the back. Looks like Jack, Davis and Barker and the three midfielders, and Kent, Roof and Itten up front. Now that's going to be changed a wee bit. That's not going to
I
be...
don't quite see it like that. I see that as a 4-4-2, mate, or maybe.
Go on then. That's cool. That's cool.
Or it
No
might
problem.
be even a 2-4-4 with the two centre backs sitting, taking their one forward, and then the two full-backs pushing forward. A bit more offensive, but obviously the big talking point is broken in newspapers after 11 o'clock last night was the story about Alfredo Morelos not being mentally prepared to play. So he's not even in the squad, Bridge. So
he's not even in the squad. Substitutes were McGregor, Bassey, Edmondson, Hadji, Murphy, Patterson, Kamara, Stewart and Arfield.
Looks as if the wee man's off then, doesn't it?
Well, you know, you've got to think now. There's been that much talk about him, you know.
Yeah, but what we'll do is we'll part that, because this is about the game. A surprising team. I don't think anybody got that team. I think I was about the closest, but I had Morelos in it. And I didn't have Davis in it. So I think the best we got is about 7 or 8 out of 11. So surprised as all. I'm really surprised that Barker's starting, mate. Not surprised that Hadji's not, but really surprised that Barker is, mate. But there you go.
Yeah, you know, it's quite strange, isn't it? It's quite strange. I don't know what to say. The lad Barker, he flattered to deceive. Must have flattered to deceive, and he looked really good for a wee while. And then it's just last 3 or 4 times he's come on the park, he's been dreadful, in my opinion. Not Rangers quality.
See how it goes for him today, and hopefully he scores a hat trick and man of the match performance. But we'll see. So if people want to join us and give their thoughts of the breaking news, what's this number?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Or join me at Skype at rangersradio.online, where you're brought in the call with the one and only Fox and Old School Blue. I hope everybody's seen the message in the lobby. There's no point in me saying it for them, because if they're not doing it right, they'll not hear me. McLaughlin kept his place, McGregor on the bench. We got the back four right. Davis has come in for Kamara. Are you surprised at that, Bridge?
Well, I think he's a wee bit tougher than Kamara. That's my honest opinion. Although I thought Kamara was playing quite well. But there's obviously a battle between Davis and Kamara for that slot. And I think he's a more defensive and a more rounded player than Kamara. Let's put it that way. And old head and good shoulders. So I think he's going to come in and do something for us. Kilmarnock's a tough team to play against, and we know it. So he's got to show his stuff, and that's for sure. He's got to show it.
Mm-hmm. If we are playing, I mean, I don't see how we could set up any other way, but 4-2-4. I don't think Bitton, Kent, Barker, or Roof are players who could go and play in midfield, mate. So I see it as a positive setup. Yeah, but still the big news will be the wee man missing. But we're playing with two up front, so we've asked for it. We complained about it. A lot of people did last week after that result, and it looks that way, Bridger.
Yeah, it does, pal. It does. Like, Lacey Hadji's on the bench. I'm quite sure Hadji's going to come on at half time or something like that. I'm quite sure of it. But I'm quite shocked at Morelos isn't there. I'm really quite shocked.
Well, obviously, you know, if anybody had seen the news breaking last night, wouldn't be surprised because it was all over the media. But so, join us, give us your thoughts on 0141 356 1972 or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. We were brought into the call by the technical twins.
The technical twins. I love it, by the way. Brilliant.
I'm trying my best just to let you know, mate. I'm taking that higher to try and get your Mint Imperials.
Mint Imperials?
Aye, that's false. I'm taking it higher. I think you're entitled to them, Bridge.
Oh, yeah, a shocker. Yeah.
No, you're entitled to them. Anyway, we've been joined by a caller. Afternoon, caller.
All right, lads. George VK.
How we doing, George?
I'm feeling all right, lads. Feeling all right. That's shocked to the team, to be honest with you. Totally different to the team I've got in.
Shocked that Morelos isn't playing, or shocked that Barker's playing? Or...
both.
Right.
I mean, Barker must be like Cruyff in training or something. No,
I know what you mean, George.
He's definitely part of the team. There's no doubt about it.
You know. Aye.
Oh. I don't know, man. Morelos, is he turned again, man? So, I think he's off, by the way.
Well, I'm sure we'll discuss that as the week goes on, George. This is all about the match today, yeah. How do you see his lining up, brah?
My team, I had McLaughlin, Barisic, Lander, Golson, Tav, and then I had Jack and Kamara, Kent, Hadji, Roof, and Nitton.
Jack and Davis. Jack and Davis.
I chucked this fan on the works now, and I'm talking about.
Davis is playing. Kamara's not playing.
I don't know, but Davis playing. I'd rather have Kamara playing than Davis. Davis's legs go all the time, didn't he?
We'll see. I don't think he's played a full game this season, has he? I mean,
no.
I think this might even be the first game he started.
Exactly, it is. You're right. You're bang on.
You know, but obviously maybe they've been playing him and putting minutes in his legs. But he never even did. He come on last week? I'm trying to think. Can't remember.
I think he did.
All right, but it looks as if we've got two up front. We wanted to see our new players. We're getting to see them today, George.
Aye. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? The crosses in the box, man. The big boy hitting man should surely get his head onto the ball, man. Know what I mean? Gives a better chance to go. We've got two strikers up there, know what I mean? Which we've been crying it for a long time now, haven't we?
And horses for courses, mate.
Let's see what the boys can do. Let's see what they can do. Let's get the ball in the back of the onion bag, you know what I mean? Gives it 3-0 would be lovely for me.
Aye, man, can't argue. Bridgeman?
George says 3-0. I'm going to stick with my 1-0. I'm sticking with the Bridgeman. Simple as that. It'll do me 1-0. So that's us got 3 points and nothing against us. Fantastic. That'll do me fine. The reason I'm saying that, guys, is that I get worried. I get worried when we don't play well and don't score a lot of goals, and we haven't really been doing that. We got away with the St Mirren game, but my goodness gracious, and St Johnstone as well, of course, you know. But here we go. I'm sure there's lots and lots of guys are going to turn around and say, "Oh, we'll murder this mob," and I want to mollocate them myself for sure.
Quite right.
Aye. I'm really surprised at the team. It's took my peep at my gas. I'm no shocked that Morelos is no playing because I seen it. It started breaking last night after we came off, but I'm surprised that I'm actually surprised that the boy Barker starting. As you say, he must be the best player in the world in training, George.
It must be. Try for Beckenbauer.
All right, we've been joined by an caller. I think it might be Scott.
How are you
All
doing,
right,
up
Scott?
here? I'm good, thanks. How are you?
All right, mate. How's your good self?
Aye, all right. I got through all this stuff, but I've been
What do
working
you
a lot.
make of the team then, mate?
I'm just a bit like you. I was surprised Barker's playing. I didn't think I've not been keen on Hadji anyway for the start. I think we've just signed him in one game, the Braga game, basically. But Morelos has been out. I think it's a telltale sign. I think he could be off. The back four, I think, picks itself now with Balogun not playing. But Barker's a shock man for me.
Aye. But if you were playing a 4-2-4,
Yeah.
that's the winger. He's the winger that's in the squad. But personally, I'd rather have Jamie Murphy on there than Brandon Barker.
or
And
even
that's
Greg,
the-
or even Greg Stewart, eh?
Aye.
But it looks as though
Even
we're playing
John
a 4-4-2. Aye, even John Greg, aye. It looks as though we're going to play a 4-4-2, which we've all been shouting for at home, so we know what we're going to get today. It's just going to be 10 at the back again, isn't it? So let's hope we can move the ball a bit quicker and get some goals.
Aye, it's all about playing at a tempo. It's getting goals to force these teams to come out and have a game of football, innit?
I think we're all right. I think if we get a goal normally in the first 20 minutes or even in the first half, then we go on for it. But I think if we struggle to half time, the second half begins. I mean, I heard Gerard during the week said maybe they went for the last 15, 20 minutes, but they didn't go early enough last week. And I would have agreed with that. Now you've got 5 subs, I think you could have made more changes at half time because the boy Hadji was doing absolutely nothing. And Arfield as well. They could have did 2 halves at half time last week, I thought.
Aye, I don't think the boy Hadji, I think he'll when he does something, it'll be spectacular. But it's getting that consistency, and he is young. I know I've not been his biggest fan, but it's only because of what you're seeing on the pitch. It's not that I don't like the boy.
No, he's certainly skillful. The biggest problem I had with signing him was when we go to places like Livingston, Murrells, where they'll just kick him off the park, and he's too easily shoved off the ball. That was the kind of issue I had.
No space, mate. There's no space.
Aye, that's the problem. I didn't need space, and it was the same last week, as you said. Barker needs grass to run into him last week. It was just none. He just runs in. He was running into 3 and 4 players all the time, but we've moved on for that. Move on to the day, and just hope we can get 3 points.
Aye, Scott, Bridgeman.
Yeah, you can't argue with that. Like, I'm just desperate for Rangers to play and win, and that's what I really need. I really need them to go out there and win. Get me 3 points. I'll be very happy with the 3 points, and we can critique how good or how bad they played. If they go out there and absolutely thump them, then brilliant. Get 2 or 3 goals, great. But really and truly, 1-0 will do me fine. Seriously, because I don't trust me as a footballer to be able to stop shouting at the telly. You know what I mean? You play a kick in every ball and you're going for the header. You should have got that, And my wife's batting me her head sharp,
She's got a point. There's 2 people in that house, and Mrs. Bridge knows the most about football.
She does indeed. Absolutely.
You're the older one, Bridgeman. I wouldn't worry about it.
No. We only get to watch the football because they let us.
Aye. You're right.
She says to me the other night, "Do you want to watch the football on the big telly?" Knowing fine well I can't get it on the big telly,
She's taking liberties, you Bridge.
Oh, she does, pal, she does. For 51 years she's been taking liberties with me, I'll tell you.
Oh dear. Scott, but no surprise in back 4, obviously Davis in for Kamara. Could you see that Davis is a bit more attacking minded than Kamara?
I don't know if maybe Davis will sit and maybe Jack will maybe push forward a wee bit, maybe change his role a wee bit, because I think last week I just thought the 2 of them were just passing the ball to each other. They weren't really going forward, but at the start last season, the first maybe 10 games, Jack was getting forward and he scored goals that were scouting. If we can get that Ryan Jack back, well, it'd be great. I just think Davis, I don't think he's got the legs now, obviously, to get him to play that role, but I would say Davis maybe sit and maybe push Jack further forward, I think. I'm hoping that anyway. I just hope it to them, because I don't know if we really need two sitting midfielders at Kilmarnock. But I've not seen their team yet, so I don't know what they've... But I'll be surprised if he'll be 4-5-1, I would imagine. I can't see
I would have thought the other way. I would have thought they would have put Davis to push forward a wee bit and Jack to sort of stroll along the back line. And, that's what I would have thought. Never mind. No, doesn't matter.
You might do that, Bridgman. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're just kind of guessing what way they'll play. But I'm just thinking maybe Jack's his form for last year, the way he played when he was pushed a wee bit further forward, he was scoring goals. So I don't know, maybe he's got that kind of idea for that roll back for him again. But we'll just wait and see how it shapes up.
All right, we've been joined by another caller. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Who's this?
This is Linda from Gartcosh.
Linda from Gartcosh. How are you doing, Linda?
I'm
First
all
time
right,
caller.
Ox. First time caller.
All right. What are you thinking, Linda? What do you think of the team?
Well, I'm a bit surprised about Barker being in. I think he did all right in the pre-season games. But like you've said, no grass to run into for him. So I'm a wee bit concerned about, how we're going to play that. Morelos not been on the bench at all. That gives me some sort of a hope that perhaps a deal's been done for Alfie and we can just sell him and move on, Ox, because I think we've got to do that. And as I say, I think there are other players in the team. Hopefully Ruth Itten come in, shows what they can do. And then, as I say, Alfie, good luck to him, but I do think that the club needs to move on from him now.
If he wants to go, my view's simple. Well, I'm sure we'll discuss it as the week goes on. But if he doesn't want to be at Rangers, any player, go. Get the right money and go. Shake hands and move on, because one rotten apple, Linda, can cause a lot of bother.
Absolutely, Ox. And I think the only thing about Alfie is I'm sorry that he didn't manage to win something, substantial when he was here in terms of maybe a league or a cup. Because I think he's been absolutely phenomenal for us in Europe. But I think he's right. He wants to go out the front door with his head held high, and hopefully he manages to do that. And there's not any more controversy around him. But I do think that we're kind of getting to the stage now where we're really kind of fed up just hearing about Alfie all the time. And I would rather be just moved on. And I'm really looking forward to seeing somebody play up front with a smile on their face.
Scott, wise lady.
Yeah, good to get a woman on that talks some sense and did us wambling on all the rubbish off the time.
That's a bit sexist, Scott.
No, not at all. I just think with Morelos, I don't think his head's been in it for like last January, because he was just a totally different player for the first start of the season to up to January, and then after January. And then I thought the St Mirren game, he looked back to what he was starting to pick up again, but obviously there's things in his head now, and he's no, I don't think his head's wet. So as you say, if you're not going to be 100%, there's no point being there. Just we've signed two strikers, hopefully I'll move on. So, but I would be inclined, even if Morelos goes, to go in and get another striker as well.
Because I think we're all concerned. Jermaine Defoe's age, Linda. He's new spring chicken, is he?
Yeah, it's a bit disappointing for Defoe. I think GFK always talks about the fact that he probably wouldn't have given Defoe another contract. And I used to think, that's a wee bit harsh. Maybe he's worth maybe another year or so. But I think probably GFK, in hindsight, was a wise man with those words. Because
don't say that. Don't say that.
Was that somebody swearing there? GFK, a wise man.
Have you met JFK, Linda?
No, I don't think so. The only person I've met out of all of you was, I think it was Big Stevie for the drum. And can I just tell you a wee story, Ox, about that?
You don't stay next to her sister, do you?
Yes. Did he tell you about that?
I hear everything. Yeah, you carry on. You tell the story.
Well, I was actually at a game, and it was I think it was at the Govan, yeah, because sometimes I go to different parts of the stadium, and I was walking up the stairs, and there was a group of guys standing chatting, and do you know, it's really strange, but it was his voice I recognised first, and I thought, that sounds like the guy off Rangers Radio. And then when I saw him, the reason I recognised him was because the wee thing on YouTube, when they looked at his boy's room and it was all done up and all the Rangers memorabilia, I recognised him from that. So I think he saw me looking at him. He probably thought I was going to follow him home or something like that. And he came over and stood beside me and he says, "Do I know you?" And then obviously we just had a conversation about Rangers Radio. So it was quite funny, actually. We had a right good laugh about it.
He tells a story pretty similar to you.
Yeah. I hope so.
Brilliant. How long have you been listening to the show for?
Well, probably about a year, I think. I only kind of discovered it like just about a year ago. So I've been tuning in most nights, and sometimes what I do, if I don't catch it at night, I'll listen to it the next day. If I'm maybe out working or if I'm out walking, I'll stick it on there. I've got to make sure I've got my earphones on, and I'll just have a wee listen to it then. So yeah, I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. It's a good show.
Well, it's your show, isn't it? Your show now, Bridget, Linda.
Yes, and that she's got to come on a lot more, I would imagine. Yeah.
Well, we'll need to educate her that JFK isn't a wise man, right enough. How do you see sitting in midfield, Linda? How do you think that's going to go? Jack and Kamara?
Well,
Jack and Davis, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be something similar to Jack and Kamara. I'm still struggling to see who's going to be going forward, because I think everybody wants them to maybe, come out of the defence a wee bit. But probably Davis is maybe the one that used to be able to pick a forward pass quite well. So maybe he's going to maybe push up a wee bit and play some sort of good balls up front. Do you know what? I just want them to shoot more.
If you don't shoot, you'll never score.
No, I know. My brother and I watched football a lot. He played football before in the past, and he was a kind of attacking midfielder, and he always talks about why do they not shoot. So hopefully, we have been brought up with players like George Albert's just shooting, and other folk being able to score goals from even deep and outside the box. So I would quite like to see a 30-yarder into the top corner for a change or something like that.
Your brother wasn't a Port Bear, was it?
No.
Stevie, she's right, we don't shoot enough, but I don't know if any of the players have got 30-yarders in their locker.
No, well, maybe Barisic has, but I know one of his free kicks would do nicely, but I would think you don't see Davis scoring a lot of 30 yards. Maybe Ryan Jack, but we certainly don't shoot enough. But when you've got 10 men in front of you, it's quite hard to get a shot through sometimes. But last week, man, they had 9 men in the box half the time. There was no just space, but even if you have a shot and even if the goalie parries it out, it can come out to somebody so we've definitely got to hang. But hopefully we've had a full week, so hopefully Gerard's been working on something that's going to get us by the games. But the first 2 games at home were comfortable. But it's that plastic pitch and it's a tight pitch last week, so they're just going to do it. Just try and cram you in. But as I said, an early goal a day and then to get teams out, that's what we need to get. But we certainly don't shoot enough.
Come in on that, talks to you.
Yes, mate, of course.
I was just going to say that, we're sounding a wee bit down, believe it or not. But I can feel it a wee bit, with Alfredo, the news about Alfredo, or the non-news about Alfredo, should I say. And I'm thinking to myself, if we get past today, just today, if we could come out of there with 3 points, I will be over the moon, because we are missing some of our better quality players. They're definitely missing, no doubt about it. You can't take people like, even not off form, you can't take Hadji and Morelos out of your game. You just can't take it out of your team. And that boy Boladon,
Aribo.
That's 4 players who are, to all intents and purposes, first team pickers in our team up to now. So that's a lot. That's a lot. So if we get past today, I'll be happy.
I think we should start one off the tank. We've got £7 million striker up front in Roof. He's been with us for a few weeks now. Hopefully he's up to match speed, Linda.
Yeah, hope so. And I think I heard you saying earlier on, it looks as if it's going to be 2 up front, which will be quite interesting because I think we've got to be able to have a different system. It's all right, playing with the one striker and obviously we like the wide players, but I mean, obviously through years gone by, we've seen the 2 strikers up front and we've had some really successful partnerships over the years. My favourite one was Haitley and McCoist, I must admit. I really liked the 2 together.
That was we were a bit young for that bridge, weren't we?
I'm certainly too young for that. I can't remember they 2.
I'm definitely showing my age.
I'll sell you some if you want it. I'll sell you some.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think the 2 of them will play up together? Do you think maybe Roof maybe play off the boy hitting a wee bit?
I think he'll spin. I think it'll sort of be a 4-2-3-1, but I'm sure Roof will be close to it on because that was a mistake last week. Come on, Alfredo must have looked and he looked 20 yards and there wasn't a Rangers player within 20 yards of him,
I think, to be honest, guys, that's exactly what we are trying to. I mean, most Rangers fans anyway. We're trying to get a centre forward or a striking partnership that worked just like Haitley and McCoist. They were tremendous together, and there's been a few since then, that's played seriously. You've got one real battler and another one who just wants to put the ball in the net, nothing else. Just put the ball in the net, And
I think the system we play based on the 4-3-3 is all right in a game of football, but I think the point both Stevie and Linda are making is that when we're playing against this so-called low block that it's called now, when you've only got one man up front, you do struggle. Stevie?
Scott, you mean?
Scott, sorry. How many times have I called you Stevie?
Yeah, I think with the boy hitting, you've got to even get Kentland about him as well and try and play off, because even if we can get some knockdowns as well. But I agreed with JFK last week when they should have took Kamara off and left Morelos on.
That's 2 people agreed with him. He'll not get his head through the door.
I would have kept Morelos on because we needed a goal. He's your best striker, isn't he? So I would have kept him on last week, but it's a new team, different team today. So I just hope the big guy. I know some Leeds United fans, and they said that the boy Roof's still be a star for us once he gets up to match speed. The only doubt we had with his injury prone a wee bit, but they reckon he could score 30 goals up here, no bother.
Well, if he's right, that's a replacement. Bridgeman, do you want to give us the team? People that's just joined us.
Just hold on, I'll get you that team, Bob. No problem at all. And the team is goals is McLaughlin, and you've got 4 at the back: Tavernier, Goldson, Helander, and Barisic. And I'll read out 3 midfielders: Kent, Roof.
I mean, Gerrard had incidents after Park. It's no as if he's the first football player. I think it's, put it this way: if Jones was playing in the team and scoring 2 goals every week or making 2 goals every week, it wouldn't matter if he had 100 speeding offences. He'd be in the team. George, how's the game going to go? Give us a prediction.
I've seen it be 3-0.
Ooh.
I think Hollander will score.
Right.
Steve Davis will score.
Right.
And Etton will score.
All right, okay. You're even getting us a 3 goal scorers. That's impressive.
Yeah, there you go.
Right, I've just marked you in for the rest of the season, Bridge. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. That's it, all right?
Bite your nails on the rest of the game.
Aye. See, if we scored the first minute, he turns the telly off. You know, how's the game going for you, Linda?
Well, I think maybe 2-0, or if we get an earlier goal, maybe in the first 15 minutes, could maybe see possibly 3 or 4, but I'd be happy just with 2-0. Jack, for not quite a 30-yard thunderbolt, but maybe Jack will get a goal today, and I'm going to go for Ruth.
Ruth. All right. Scott?
I'm going to agree with Linda. I'm going to go 2-0. I've bet Barisic to score any time, so I'm going to go Barisic, and I'll say Ruth for the other one.
Do you think he'll take the penalties, Barisic? Or do you think
that's how I'll put it on, because I think he might. There was talk that he might take the penalties, but he's nearly scored the last 2 games. Well, he did score one of the 3 kicks there last week. I don't know how the goalie saved that, but so I bet him to score any time of day. So hopefully he'll put one in the net. But
Right,
any more than that's a bonus, isn't it?
I'm going for a clean sheet, right? And I can't make my mind up, but I'll go with George. I'll go for the 3. Yeah, they are. Go to be positive.
Nice.
And we're 2 new strikers are going to score, and you're going to get your bet up. There you go.
There you go.
That's nice, isn't it? That's awful nice of him.
I'm a nice guy, Bridge.
Oh boy! Can I say that I'm going to go for just to be different? I'm going to go for a 1-0 for Rangers today. And, I'm actually going to go for Ruth to break his duck and get a goal.
Right. Okay. He likes attacking football, does he, Bridge?
They wouldn't have liked that game last night. Then there were 5 goals in it.
I'll tell you now. I would not watch any other team. No, I won't watch any other team ever in Scottish football. No, I won't watch them. I just won't watch them.
He's talking
They're
about
rubbish.
Seville and Milan, Bridge.
Oh, sorry, apologies. Oh, I do apologise. Yeah, I'd watched that. I never saw it, but when I watched it. Apologies, but I didn't mean to interrupt you, pal.
No, you're all right. It was a good game.
Never seen any of it, but we had the scores clicking up.
No Bridges type of game. There were 5 goals in it.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I love it. I love it like that. I watched the highlights of the the Bayern Munich and Barcelona game. Oh my God, that was brilliant.
That was unbelievable.
I think class.
End of an era. Who's going to win that cup then between the 2 sides? The Germans?
Bayern.
Can I see Bayern?
I've got a sneaking suspicion that PSG are going to sneak that. I really do. They're a smashing squad. Squashing. That's not to say the Germans are there. That's just what
there could be plenty of goals in that game as well.
Aye. All right. Give us the substitutes again, Bridge. Give us the substitutes.
There we go. Whoops, it is it. Where the hell is it? Somebody nicked it. Somebody stole it. Where is it? There it's there. I've got it. Right. Substitutes in McGregor, Bassey, Edmondson, Hadji, Murphy, Patterson, Kamara, Stewart and Arfield.
Okay, so we've got Stewart, Murphy and Hadji, who are all positive players on the bench.
Yep.
Scott?
Yeah.
That's where you would look to first. Maybe change something if it's not going right. And the young boys on the bench, the right back.
He's there for
Edmondson and the big boy, the big Shirley, left back and all.
Aye. Linda, I'm hoping that Itten and Ruth are 100% fit and there's no issues because they shouldn't be, if they're not, my opinion is they shouldn't be playing, you know?
Yeah.
But, I hope they're 100% fit.
Yeah. I think Ruth, Gerard was saying that he was in a kind of wee mini pre-season, wasn't he? But he's had a full week there with no midweek game, so hopefully he's been working on his fitness. I think he was doing double sessions. I think I saw Gerard saying that in one of his press conferences during the week, or it might have been one of the interviews. Itten's probably quite fit anyway, Ox, because he just come off of his season finishing his previous club. So And do you know what? I'm glad they're on from the beginning, because sometimes it can be difficult to come on in a game later on. So in from the beginning, and yeah, I'm glad to see the two of them, because obviously we've said Alfie's probably going now. So yeah, looking forward to seeing them. And somebody else I would like to see, if we are ahead in the game, I'd like to see maybe Barisic getting a rest and bringing on the guy Bassey, and let's see what he can do.
Big Shirley.
Yeah, like that.
Aye, Big Shirley. Aye, it looks a character, doesn't he, the big fella?
He does. He does. I saw him, a picture of him with a hat on a couple of times. It keeps popping up on social media, and he's a right character, yeah.
Aye.
Do you know if any of them played in that closed door game Ox during the week?
I know who never played in it, Jack Wiltshire.
Aye. Was Messi not playing in that
media.
game? No, was Messi not playing for that game either?
Aye, Messi.
Gee, oh man, that rumour was going about Jack Walsh.
Oh, social media, internet is
Oh.
mental, isn't it?
Unbelievable, man, honestly.
You know,
I don't know if
Aye,
any of them played in that game just to try and I don't know if they got half an hour or not, because they really knew the team, did they?
no. Oh, we've been joined by a caller. Afternoon, caller.
Hi, how you doing? Are you okay?
All right, yourself. What's your name, mate?
It's Gareth from Gretna.
All right, Gary, didn't recognise you there. How we doing, mate? All right.
I'm all right, you?
Aye, what's your thoughts on the team, brah?
Absolutely brilliant. To be honest, Morelos, so he's obviously, his head's been turned again, so he's gone in my eyes. Good to see 4-4-2, I think. If it has got to be that, 2 lads up front and 2 new lads. And I honestly think we'll win 4-0 today.
Oh, 4-0. I like that. Who's getting the goals?
One from Etienne, one from Ruth, one from Jack, and one from
Barisic?
Barker. Well, we'll say Barker, just for a laugh.
You don't mean Barisic?
Barisic, I will say Barisic.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm still in shock that Barker's playing, of course.
We're not the only one, Ox. I thought I was seeing things when I seen that team with him on it earlier on.
George said he must be like Johan Cruyff in training, but yeah.
He must be.
Oh,
The
dear.
right telly.
I wish him the best of luck, but he's just no floated my boat so far, you know. But
Yeah,
we'll see
well,
how he goes, you know. Maybe I'll have a new hairdo today.
Oh, goodness.
The hat lad there.
Gregor Fisher.
Oh dear. Right, so we've got 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and 4-0. So we're not losing a goal, but we've got to be fair. Our defence has played well. Scott?
It's been really good. I've been really impressed with Golson.
He's a consistent player this season.
He's been defending well, and Hollander's come in there and slot it in. As I said earlier on, the Balogun boy, he's trolled through the Aberdeen game. So it's good we've got a hangmate, and I've been really impressed with the goalie as well. He looks a lot. I know McGregor's a good goalie, but I think the boy McLaughlin looks a wee bit more comfortable with the ball at his feet. The back four, we can't saying that. We never really needed a back four last week. The two backs were playing with wingers, weren't they? I'd like to see the paths obviously crossing to a wee bit better, but I'm sure that'll come. I know he's the kind of hangme boy for the Whitton boy, but hopefully his crossing will get back to where he was, because he just seems to be hitting the first man a lot now. But
all right, we've been joined by Cairo. Afternoon, Cairo. How you doing, Mucker?
I'm doing all right. How you doing yourself?
I'm good. I knew you'd be on after the snooker season had finished.
Which season is that?
Good. I'm still in the first red.
Nice to hear you, Cairo. Nice to hear you, pal.
Brilliant to hear you, Cairo.
How
Brilliant.
you all doing?
All right, mate. Have you been doing that while lately? And not give me a shout?
No, No.
Gives you a
Never.
dizzy. He's gives you a dizzy.
He done it already,
Yeah.
Bridge.
I know. He's a
I had the
shocker.
table booked- I had the table booked and everything.
Yeah, but there are only 2 days to go, so I couldn't go there.
How we doing,
Hey.
Cairo?
I'm
Would you
doing
think of
all
that?
right. Getting by. I'm just sitting relaxing now. I've calmed myself down for last season.
Do you know this is Saturday, mate? You know this is Saturday, aye?
I've realised. Aye, Saturday at 3 o'clock. Jesus wept. You wouldn't believe it, wouldn't you? Know.
I know.
Good. It's going to be interesting today then. See how it goes. We've all been asking for changes. It's just the same problem we're going to have to break down. I'm just hoping these guys can do it. Maybe nobody knows them, so they maybe don't know each other. They'll not care what they're doing. They might not be able to play the way Gerard's asked them to play like the rest of the team, and they might get a couple of breaks of the ball and score a goal. Because if we don't get anybody moving about up front and moving their defence about, well, it's just going to be the same as it's been for the last 2 years.
Cairo, just remember who the referee is as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just cheer everybody up and tell everybody who it is, Bridge.
Oh, no. Let them find out themselves. Don't know me now. They'll find out themselves. No, it's Mr. Clancy. Mr. Clancy.
Oh, no. Oh.
To be fair, it's unusual for him to get a game in the south side of the city, isn't it?
I know, but how's he going to book Morelos today if he's not?
That's the question that gets through my mind.
They'll book him in the starlight.
How's he going to get Morelos if he's not there?
Well, deal for
But-
British social distancing rules.
Damn, you were cared for not turning up.
That's it. Exactly.
You book back up on a offensive hairdo.
Oh, that's a good one, by the way. That's a good one.
I'd book him for that hairdo anyway, that's for sure.
I think that's justified.
Sending up.
Send it off. You can't beat that one. That's pretty good, that.
Anyway, gents and ladies, we've reached
You
that
know what
time
my
of
score?
Well,
That's the
I'm
only
just
reason
going
I
to ask
phone
you
up.
before we go,
Oh,
Kyle,
sorry.
give us a
Oh.
prediction.
Sorry. I'm going to go for a clean sheet, and I'm toiling between 3-0 and 4-0. But I'm going to, and you know me, I'm not usually that optimistic. So I'm going to go for 4 because these guys haven't played together. So if they don't know what they're doing in the defence, they'll not care what they're doing. So that'll be half the
Brilliant.
battle. Maybe mix it up. Maybe make it a wee bit more unpredictable. That might help us.
Before we go to Bridge, Linda, give us a shout out for people. Great call, by the way. Great call. And Scott.
Cheers.
Thanks for having us, Ox.
But by the way, we're going to have to talk after. You can't come in and bum JFK up, mate. He'll know what to see through the door. I'll be honest with you, his heat's big enough already, if you know him.
Aussie jersey, just put a picture of that Barker's here doing the lobby.
Right, it's over to you, Bridge.
Oh my God! What a hairdo! Oh, can I just say, listen, another smashing show, by the way, may I say, Oxy, well done, and thanks to everybody. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, this is a huge day. This is the biggest game of our season. So get out there and mollocate them, Rangers. Go and mollocate them. 1-0 at least. Keep it going.
Okay, then 1-0, Bridge. You're easy,
Aye,
please.
that'll do him. Thanks to Cairo, George VK, and of course Scott and Linda. Great calls for everybody. Thanks to Terry, Old School Blue, and Fox for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating a Rangers victory. Take it away, Old School Blue.
Sailed the wild Atlantic, across the broad Pacific shore. I sailed around the stormy capes and I've heard the 40s roar. I've climbed the Indian Ocean and I've sailed the China Sea. But there's a sea back home in Scotland, more than all the rest of me. It's the blue sea of my rocks. It's the cleanest sight that I have ever seen. It's the blue sea of my Stop.